How we feeling? Happy Sunday for the second time today. We back. As I said, we would be. Welcome to another episode of No Cap All World. I am your host, DEEPENTROPY. Look it up if you don't know the definition. I'm not defined by the repetition. It's about elevating and addition. Subtract all of the nonsense and the bullshit. Put this knowledge on your wish list. That's how we rocking out. I told y'all I was going to be back. I told you it was going to be a consistent thing. I told you I wasn't slowing down. Every day. From Monday to Sunday, we here. Whether it's one person or it's 4 people. Yeah, we're going to have the conversation. Everything is on the table. There are no secrets. There are no politics. There will be no confusion. This is a man, woman, adult area. Children need not apply. Idle minds need not be a part of what is going to take place in this space. If you're not conditioned or in a place mentally, spiritually, or emotionally to handle the subjects, the scolding, the choice of words, the bluntness, the honesty. If you're not in a position to walk that road, I don't advise anyone to be here. This place, this room is for my listeners, for the people who see, who are open to taking in information and giving out the information. It's about edifying. It's about being filled in areas that you were lacking. It's about healing. It's about breaking cycles. It's about calling out drama and BS. It's about making standards and setting goals, creating moments and making history. There are no limitations. I put none on anyone. The only thing I ask or will ask moving forward is that you're honest with yourself. That you have this that you're open and available to the information that might be passed along in duration of these conversations. Along the way, we're going to agree and disagree on a lot of things. A lot of dialogue will be shared back and forth that you may agree with and you may not agree with at the end of the conversation when it's all said and done. We will accomplish the mission. One way or another, we will accomplish the mission. My goal, my intentions, my purpose is to connect with everyone who needs to hear what I need to release from here. My mission is to learn as much as I possibly can along the way, picking up different attributes and trades and skill sets from folks that I will have never known or met a day in my life, that have keys to doors that I maybe need to unlock, and vice versa. If you didn't catch any of my older lives from this weekend, I encourage and employ that you would check them out and listen. One thing about me, when I go on live and I get in front of this camera, I do not waste my words. I'm very specific, I'm very detailed, I'm very blunt, and I'm very transparent about everything that I speak on. Whether it's for you or it's for someone else. I leave it all on the table. I have no regrets. It's all up to you, to the folks that I truly connect with, to the ones that actually stumble upon this in divine timing, divine fashion. If you're here, it's not without purpose. It's not without reason. If you come to this channel and you stay and you decide to share in this experience with me, is not without a purpose. You were meant to be here just like I was meant to be here. Now, along the way, there will be guests. There will be times where it's just me and you. One of my favorite parts about doing these streams is the intimacy that I get to create between me and my tribe, my followers, my friends and loved ones, the ones that I've made history and moments with here. I get to share a part of my life with you through this lens, from the lens that I look through. I get to open up a whole entire different world that you never experienced through this platform. %, full and in effect. Now, before we actually get into the main heart of all of this, because we're going to break down some things, we're going to cover up some things before we go there. Right? I like to be detailed. I want to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from. Because I'm presenting who I am to you, not just as a poet or a storyteller or someone with a YouTube channel or just a social media platform and someone who wears a mask and works with people. This is important. This is serious. This is legitimately life. Whether you believe that because of it being the internet or not, this is still life. This is still real. The things that affect me and affect you are still real. Whether I experience it with you or you experience life with me. A lot of you only know what I upload, and I just uploaded a few videos, a poem, and I got some stuff on the side that I'm doing. I want to close this weekend out properly. I want to attack the topic properly, aggressively, efficiently, effectively. I want to remove all doubts, all confusion. So we're going to jump into it. Y'all haven't seen this individual, this soul brother, this melanin king, this man of many gifts and talents in a while. But he's back, and we're going to talk. Yeah, make sure y'all show him the same kind of respect. I welcome you to the live once again, another Sunday, 4th of July weekend.
Most
Grace and
definitely
mercy.
welcome. Appreciate it, man.
Grace and mercy. No problem. Grace and mercy keeps us one more Sunday. I'm excited. I'm privileged and honored to still be amongst the land of the living and be in a position to where we can have civilized adult man-to-man, heart-to-heart conversations about life in general.
For sure.
So I said it on a live prior to this, but I want to say it to you here. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
I'm 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 grateful and I'm thankful that you have been given another day of breath on this earth. Your presence is needed here. Your gifts are needed here. And maybe you don't hear that enough. So I want to tell you personally, need you. You are needed here. You are appreciated. And I am humbled to have this space shared with
I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know the history, you know the stories and all that. So I mean, I appreciate you as well. And I mean, you've been doing a lot of great things lately too, man. So just keep up the good work, and let's keep doing. Let's keep going doing what we got to do.
you. Indeed. Um, Before we go into it, because I was thinking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had something in mind that I wanted to cover, but I want you to have the floor to express something or whatever it is that might be firmly on your mind. We have plenty of time to do this. Well, let me rephrase that. We have today, we have right now to do or accomplish whatever it is we're trying to accomplish with this particular conversation and this live. So I don't want anybody's breath or words to be wasted. I need for you to be able to say what you need to say,
How you doing?
and we we take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of folks don't understand or realize is me and this brother, we have disagreements. We argue and we talk shit to each other all day, every day. It's not new.
Mm-hmm.
You might hear, you might even hear some of it on here if I'm feeling like I need to just say cut the bullshit. Like, just that's just how it is.
It's
It don't
it's
it doesn't
it's tough love, man, back and forth. It's same way. You know what I'm saying? And iron, like I say, iron sharpens iron, and like I say, that's what this show is all about. That's what we do this for. Try to keep everybody wise and on their toes, man. So I appreciate it. Back and forth.
be. So man, to give you a little recap before you speak your piece. The last couple of days, I've been kind of just talking about different areas of the human experience that we kind of not speak on much. One in particular was pride. The other one was about security, about insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those topics came up because of my conclusions that formulated over a period of a couple of years that brought me to a point of needing to finally just release everything that was bottled up in me. And now we're here. And yeah, I'll give you the floor unless there's something you want to add to that.
I mean, I do want to add something to that. I mean, about what you just shared and said, getting stuff off your chest and stuff like that. I just feel like it's necessary to do that.
And that's my rent money. Oh, so bad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they bit me, Mom. What's up, brother?
All right. I just feel like it's necessary. Let me say that to you. It's real necessary to address certain issues, and I would say in your personal life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff can be overwhelming for us. You know what I'm saying? We're human. You know what I'm saying? People got problems that they deal with every day, and they keep going. But it's okay to what I'm saying, to empty out the tank sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That shit keep you alive on this earth to go longer. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with expressing, life's frustrations and what I'm saying, downfalls and shit like that people deal with on a daily basis. Um, I just think that's something that everybody should try to practice. You know what I'm saying? Practice for themselves, and and all that. I think all that ties into people's everyday mental health as well. So like when we share these topics, man, it's it's a learning curve. It's really a motherfucking learning curve, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to learn from one another. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to put shit on the table, because a lot of different views and experiences, man, can take somebody's situation and improve it. You know what I mean? So it's good to hear other people's stories and testimonies in life, man, and that's the main thing. So, like I say, when you talk about when you talk about getting stuff on your off your chest and letting it out, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. So I salute to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the utmost for that. I mean, that take a lot of courage, a lot of growth, and overall, all of that. Most importantly, all of that, it makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I really encourage people to do it, because it makes you feel better about yourself, not caring about what somebody might say about you, or what somebody might think, or whatever. It makes you feel, you know what I'm saying, at ease with your own walk out here. And if anybody else in that situation, man, you know, find somebody that got a listening ear, man, and just somebody that's really genuine that you can vent to, and because you can't vent to everybody, that's for sure. You damn sure can't vent to everybody. Everybody don't deserve to know your situation. Everybody don't deserve to know your problems that you deal with on a daily. It's only a few solid ones that could probably handle that, or give you some good feedback. So with that being said, man, choose your circle wisely. And first I say, yeah, choose your circle wisely first, and don't be afraid to open yourself up like you just shared up top, man, because it's necessary out here, man, to keep going, to do that. So it's not always it's no such thing as a perfect world. That's a myth, for damn sure. So yeah. But yeah, with that being said, man, I just wanted to get that off my chest. With that being said, the floor is yours. Um, I appreciate you, man, for real, and salute to you again, man, for getting whatever you had to say, getting that off your chest, man. We got to practice that more though, for real. So yeah, let's go. Whatever you want to go with.
I don't think there's a time on of what I may or may not have to get off my chest. I really truly feel like it's going to take a little bit more than one of the things that I firmly expressed that, I had a little distraction that took me away from the camera, such as life, which kind of just reminded me further of my mission at hand. Um, Technically, if we're going to go into this, it was a subject that came across my desk. It was about a married woman who decided to sleep with her husband's family. She didn't really have too much remorse behind it. Actually, she kind of just spoke on it as if it was, a form of celebration. Do I need to really go any further into detail about the back story?
I mean, that's pretty much blunt right there with you, how you just put that. So I mean, that's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So they was married, and she decided to sleep with the husband's family member.
Right.
That's kind of touching on something we did a few shows ago about the lustful thinking that they be having in their mind about the chick said something about the guy's cousin or something like that what she had do with his cousin and all of that. And it's like, man, they be thinking about the wildest shit, bro. Like, that's crazy. But I mean, once again, like if you married, you know what I'm saying, of course, if you committed, I'm gonna say that to somebody else, a significant other, man, that's the type of shit you probably want to hear from them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be somebody's partner if they can't share, what's really on their mind, bro. Like that was just a straight up secret right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. And then in this story right here that you talking about, the wife just decided to act out her thoughts or her fantasies and actually do the damn thing with his peoples, man. So yeah, I mean it's fucked up. That's self-explanatory. It is fucked up, but this is the type of situations that a lot of people are in, and they probably not aware that they're in. But it's somebody out there right now who's probably committed or married or whatever you want to put it, and your folks low key want to probably get a train ran on them, low key want to bop off your brother or something like that. Like this is the type of shit that don't really be talked about, and that's why I'm glad we can share it. But yeah, it be thoughts out here, some sinful ass thoughts that they want to be excused because of who they are. You know what I'm saying? And that cannot be possible. Unfortunately, cannot be excused because wrong is wrong, and that's a foul ass situation right there.
And I browse the social media platforms quite a bit for many different reasons. And I'm gonna spin a block on my thoughts on her and that marriage. But I browse social media a lot. I look for a variety of different things. I look for videos that inspire hope. I look for videos that celebrate life. I look for videos that showcase stable families and relationships. I look for different things that amuse me to some degree. But at the same time, you always tend to come across videos that seem so out of touch with your reality that it couldn't be true. It couldn't be real. You see it and it's like, I can't really believe this actually happened. That people really operate and think like that and move like that. But at the same time, I remembered what kind of world we live in, that humans are subject to sin, to doctrine. I mean, the most abhorrent things you could ever imagine, there's people doing right now. So when I see this video, it's almost as if I'm just become so detached to anything being decent. And like I'm just expecting everything to be foul, messy, unorganized, and trite. That's all I'm finding myself being accustomed. I look at that video and the way she was speaking on the subject and how she, was so proud of it. And I'm wondering, are, are every soul with a Y chromosome wired like that? Do I have to look over my shoulder every time I decide that I want to have a conversation or open up a dialogue between me and another female, and have in the back of my mind, is she plotting? Is she judging? Is she already formulating some sort of insidious plan to destroy it later on down the line? Because I tell you, for you to be able to be so bold as to get in front of the camera on a live podcast or video your message to the world as if it was something to be proud of, that says a lot about your character. It says more about who you are as a person, as a woman, and what your limitations are, and how a person should take you serious or not even take you serious at all. I don't know if that's just you trying to get attention from people on the internet, or it's just you crying out for help. I don't know if that's you being yourself, or you're trying to escape something that you're not really. Are you proud to be a Creole? Are you proud to be an adulteress? Are you proud to represent females in the manner that you have represented them? Is that really you, or are we missing something?
I'm gonna say this era right here for sure don't have nothing on this word that they used to say back in the day, and that's shimmery. That shimmery, that shit is dead in this era. It don't mean shit. It ain't, you can search city to city, you ain't gonna see that shit no more. So it don't matter where you travel to. I don't believe that shit gonna ever come back again when it come to these type of situations. So yeah, all I can say is, man, you gotta have a little more respect about, you know what I'm saying, how people carry themselves and all of that, because it's twisted out here. It's real twisted. I mean, I seen people in relationships, or so called relationships, but it's all it is just two people. It's just two people together, or, or trying out being together, but they're trying to get everybody else's attention, and everybody else's validation. She want she want to be validated by all his men, all his friends, and he want the validation of all her friends. You know what I'm saying? But yet y'all together. So I mean, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know why they together no more. It's just something to do.
the thing that they always trip me out with stories like this is why you even get married in the first place. What was the point? Why did you even walk down the aisle if you know you want 1,000 penises inside? You want to run the street. You want to be wild. You want to be free. You want to be able to just sow your oats until you can't do it no more. Then all of a sudden now you want to be taken serious. Why not just remain single? That's that's even just remove the part that the possibilities for STDs, pregnancies, and you get men caught up in beefs and huge rivalries all over what's between the legs. Why not just remain single and tell people, look, this is who I am. That's my problem. That's my issue right there. Why not just tell people who you are?
because it's not it's
If you
not
like this,
it's not that simple.
if
I mean, it
I,
should
I,
be though,
I get it, I get it, I do. But why
because
not just tell? Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, man, the truth is, if you want to really want to get to the nitty gritty with it, if you this the truth that you're looking for is that they want to see you, they want to tell you that I'd rather be with you, but I want to be able to do this too. Is that okay with you? The answer gonna always be no. So why would they come out and tell you that? You know what I'm saying? If they present it to you that way and say, but I'm gonna still do this on the side, are you gonna tell them okay or not? You see what I'm saying? That's the truth. That's the type of truth that people need to really hear. And if that's the case, then you don't even know why you choose a person or not. If you content on being in these streets, running from partner to partner, sleeping around till the cows come home, if that's what you want to do, then don't don't try to flip and go relationship all of a sudden. Because relationship not even in your blood. You want to be out here doing what you want to do, let's go ahead. Be a party animal. It's okay. But don't be a party animal and then want relationship perks. It don't go that way. You gotta pick a side and stay there and stand on all 10 of you out there. That's the way it's gonna have to be. And if you could be proud to do that, then I ain't got no problems with you at all. As long as we both know that's what it is.
This guy, it's to the point to where all I see is the potential of something going horribly wrong. Like if I don't, it's worse if I don't know you. But if I know you and I still really don't trust you all like that, you know it's bad. And it's all because of what? You want clout, you want attention, or is it that you've created, and I've said this before in a prior stream, you created a world where your rules, your boundaries, your desires, your everything is law. A lot of us do. We create our own town, our own city, our own prison, our own uh, congregation, our own this. We established the entire blueprint for how we want to dictate the way life should be. So we are able to do what we want to do from our flesh and do it without being judged or prosecuted or demonized for it. And then what happens is because you decided to operate under that, you end up getting consequences and repercussions and actions returned to you equal, if not more, more intense than what you put out. But you don't like the results. You don't like the backlash that you get. You don't like the pain and suffering that you're receiving. You don't like the struggle. You don't like the humiliation. You don't like all of these different things happening to you all at once. You're confused. You're confounded. Oh, why is this happening? Why are you judging me? You got some nerve to tell me I can't do this and I can't do that. How dare you? How dare you say this? How not even understanding and realizing that what you're doing and putting out there into the universe is a result of what you're getting back in return because of your desire and need to do what you want because you're a lust, because you want to sleep with as many people as you want, because you want to be a slut, because you want to be a manhole, because you want to be dirty and careless, you want to run amok and do whatever you want without any consequence. And then there's people who have done the exact same things that she has done, but in their own way, created their own space, things of that nature. So they understand, they can relate to her bullshit. They can relate to her manipulative words. They understand when a bullshit is trying to get over and get out on somebody. They understand that lack of accountability comes with excuse. So they side with her or they side with him and defend it because in their eyes, what they're presenting, what they're doing, and contributing to the community is not harmful, is not doing anything wrong. Women like her make me sick. It makes me look at every single one of them like, do you think like that too? Oh, you look innocent, but I know better than that. I ain't stupid. I'm here. I'll play along. I'm here. Or I'd rather just stay away from marriage. Is supposed to take. It's supposed to be special. It's supposed to mean something. It's supposed to matter. And I'm not getting that impression that it matters. If you're talking, bro, I can't hear you. If you're talking, I can't hear you. On your end, I can't hear you. Check your mic. This stuff happens a lot. It's sad, but unfortunately, it is how it is. You might have to leave out and come back in, but I can't hear you. Yeah, you might have to leave out and come back in. I can't hear you. Next sometimes, man, crazy. If you don't have a real strong internet connection or a strong service, you get a whole bunch of that. All I'm saying is, how do we get to the point to where everything is celebrated like that, to that degree, where you can just be so joyful and boisterous about sleeping with somebody else's family? What now? Even if you want to say she wasn't happy in the marriage, there's still no excuse for that. Talk about the problem. You can't come to some kind of agreement. Separate. You're not happy. Separate. Go. Be free. I tell you, the more and more I scroll and I see these stories, makes me more comfortable with being single. Makes me rethink my opinions. Puts me in a better mindset where at one point I might have been feeling one way when ultimately I just learned something and I just removed any restrictions on my original opinions on something. Now I can move forward a little more free, comfortable. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. The sad part is that wasn't the first. It won't be the last time that conversation is brought to someone's attention. It won't be the last time it's publicized and made public as if it was work there. The only thing is really teaching anyone that the accountability is damn near non-existent. But yeah, I don't know. I not know. He definitely gotta do better. And as for my partner, I'm sure he has business to take care of. So salute to him, salute to everybody who came kicked it with us. We'll be back tomorrow. I know a lot of people probably gonna be doing stuff before. So we gonna work something out. Gonna work something out. But I'm glad I was able to come through, hang with y'all for a little bit. I think I said that. Kind of lag. Whew. Y'all gonna see me tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna. I don't want to stay on one with two. It gets kind of just done. We're gonna let you stop for those for a little more like as of thought. What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, brother.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, my bad about that, man. Bad connection.
Yeah, I go back to play these drinks back just to hear how the sound turns out. I know a lot of times I be having like this robotic echo. I can't stand it. So
Yeah, to see
hopefully
what
I
went
don't.
wrong, huh?
Right. So hopefully I don't have that issue this time.
Right. Yeah, but
But were you?
like I was saying though, when you was coming off that point you made with them, you can't be married. I'm gonna just go with the marriage. You can't be married and then want to hang out and be around a lot of single women. I believe that they purposely keep uh single women keep other women single as long as they single. You know what I mean? So if they don't respect nothing. They wouldn't respect your relationship, your boundaries, nothing. They you know they one of them misery loves company type attitudes and stuff like that. You doing something that's making you happy and because they don't get that, they want to rain on your parade. So I mean, it's a lot of that stuff be out here too. So I just want to put the light on that. You gotta watch out for all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing is the number one thing out here is that communication, man. I don't care what the situation is, man. If your partner can't come to you, man, and let you know what it is, then they ain't your partner. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. It ain't a whole lot. You shouldn't have to pull teeth. You shouldn't have to create mind games and plots and twists to get what you're supposed to get. So, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't mutual and you know what I'm saying, y'all not keeping each other informed and stuff like that, then you don't got nothing there. You know what I'm saying? You just in that position, you wasting your own time. You know what I'm saying? You not him and then you not her, like everybody say. You not that. That's what that means. So people just gotta be aware and be on point in these type of situations, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Uh, I was gonna ask you too, what was the husband's comments after finding that out with his folks, like when that happened, that went down with his people, what did he have to say to her, you know, about that? Because I'm pretty much sure it ties into communication and stuff like that.
I don't really know to the effect how deep that got. the way she was acting about it though, is if there wasn't really much um, conflict behind it at all. The way she was kind of just bragging.
Damn.
Now, if there's another part to it where they go more in depth, because that was just a short clip that I saw. So I know
Damn.
there's probably a longer, extensive live where it's probably broken down and dissected more details, but I didn't get all of that. So I don't know how far that actually went.
Right. 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 Mm-hmm.
And I said earlier, even if you want to, for argument's sake, say he was unhappy or there were things that just wasn't going right, just leave separately, have the conversation, get divorced.
Because I mean,
If it's if it's
what she didn't make it no better. You're right. What she did never
yeah,
didn't make it no better. It's not improving what you're mad about, what you got a problem with that person. So you sleep with his cousin because he didn't give you what you wanted.
if
That's messed up,
that's
man.
you know what I'm saying. So it's just not. It's like, is that the the reason, or is the truth deeper than what we think it is? And like that other video that I brought up about chick saying she wanted a train ran on her by 3 different men, and she secretly had a fantasy about sleeping with dude cousin.
Yeah,
This could have been one of them situations.
yeah. It was brung out, but still though, you know that that's going to change your thought process hearing something like that. You find out that they wanted your people on the low, man. I mean, you'll still stay in that and rock with it.
So in my opinion, if you're not attracted to that person enough to not be tempted by someone else, then you shouldn't be with them at all.
Yeah, because the way she's saying it, whoever the husband or whatever, he must ain't doing it for her no more. You know, he ain't enough. And my thing is, if they got all these complaints on justifying their actions and why they did some foul shit, you know what I'm saying? If we the problem or motherfucker the problem so much, why can't you just be the solution? Let that sink in.
Yeah, I mean, common sense. You would think. Now it don't take a rock science to kind of figure that out.
They'll rather go eye for eye, you know what I'm saying, and have everything blow up so they can kind of justify their actions, justify their wrongdoing in the situation instead of just addressing the elephant in the room. That's immaturity. That's laziness. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much she proved that she really wasn't ready to be, nobody's wife anyway. And that ties back into, you know, all the previous, shows that we did about everybody want the title, but don't nobody want to put the work in to keep the title. It ain't lonely. It ain't lonely at the top. You just lonely. Period. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put the work in and do the things that get you that rank, get you that honor. Because like I said before, if somebody put something or change your last name, that's the highest honor that you can get from a dude. It's nothing over that. And if a chick give you a baby, that's the highest honor you can give to a dude. Changing the last name, that's the highest honor you can give to a woman, because most women, you know, it's like a fantasy to them, you know, prince, princess, castle, whatever be going on in their head about, you know, their wedding day and all of that, how it's gonna be, and it be all playing out ridiculously in their head. But you got to participate in that, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some participation into getting you to what you so-called dreaming of. So thing is, you gotta, if you dreaming, you gotta be proactive and make your dreams come true. You know, like with anybody else. So ain't nobody gonna lay out the red carpet for you if you ain't putting in the work to walk that carpet. You got to be able to walk that aisle in style and profile. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, it's a lot of people out here that is but shouldn't be married, and I don't care what they say. That's the facts. You get in them situations, man. You gotta put in work to keep what you got, and if you're not doing that, man, it's bound to go down.
Is relationship idea on the brink of extinction in 2023? Are we looking at the last bit of what could possibly be something worth having? Are we at that place where we need to pack our bags and go somewhere else? Has it got that bad that we have to go somewhere out of the United States to find what we're looking for, where social media does not have an effect on the home or the confine of a relationship or match? We have to leave out of the country to find the traditions that provide us what we desire ultimately at this particular point, because it's looking as if that's the case. Maybe I need to ask these questions out and about throughout, my everyday. Maybe the opinion of the people on the street are going to be different than what I see on the internet. Maybe I'm just too involved in everything that's being recorded on the camera. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is.
Yeah, it's people out here just investing in the wrong things, man. Investing in the wrong things. Like I say, it's a lot of hookups out here. It just look like it's just something to do, man. I took a nice view of that, the other day, man. It's like, man, shaking my head, man.
Real.
Because if it ain't gonna be no, you know what I'm saying, if it ain't gonna be brung up on no respect, then you ain't really got nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? You wasting your time anyway, so it's crazy. It's just a temporary thing, man, and then, and it's, Jay-Z, what he say? On to the next one, man. That's all it is out here. So a lot of people just switching it up. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no point of it ain't no point of you putting all your eggs in one basket no more, man. That's crazy.
Eh,
Motherfuckers losing cars, homes, bank accounts getting snatched. It's terrible out here.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I got another one. I'm gonna save that one for probably save that one for another day. I'm gonna let you do your thing on the next. So that shit was a trip too. I don't really know how I feel about it yet. I'm gonna have to check that one out again. I got big emotions about what I watched.
So once again, man, you just gotta be wise out here, man, because some people don't even recover.
Imagine, and you know what? There was one thing I left out. She had she ended up pregnant by his folks, but
You know, she had
but
a baby with him too.
he yeah, but
Hey,
he doesn't know the paternity. He thinking that's the child, but that's his family member child.
dang, it's rough out here.
Yeah,
That,
man. When you hear and see shit like that, I I don't want no woman trying to kill me. You can't judge everybody like that. Everybody, I'm not like that. I why are you defending? Never mind.
yeah, you gotta watch out for comments, man, and stuff like that. When they see some foul shit, the wrong ones is gonna defend the bad behavior. Yeah, they gonna defend that bad behavior, man, and try to come up with solutions and all of that on how to get around what we're actually seeing. So yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's a lot of stuff with that, man. But that'll tell you a lot about who you're around. I'll say that if you actually listen to what's being said, it'll register to you like, damn, this is how it is for real. Just make a mental note, man, and yeah, make your move.
Yeah, yeah, right. Shit, real, real. Nah, man. Um, we're not gonna stay on here too much longer, bro. I do want to get back tomorrow. I know you all, but I gotta go win. But I'm still going to jump on here tomorrow. Um, um, let's discuss, you know, time, specific topics that you want to go over, and we'll go there as far as that. But yeah, man, no cap all over the world. Stories, stories are there. It's not something that I'm just making up. Maybe I should start putting the link to the actual story down in the drink so y'all can keep it. So today, you're not making it up. It is there.
Right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you and everybody that pulled up to the live stream. I'm glad we was able to jump over here and get this conversation all.
Shout out to shout out to anybody that got birthdays in this season, man. It's cancer season, man. And we get a we get a bad rep sometimes, man. But we can hang in there with the best of them.
Deserve. Deserve. Well, if you're not following 1628, go to his panel, hit that follow button. Make sure you keep up with all of the latest content, all of the things. If you're not following me, I don't know what you're doing, what you're smoking on, or what you're drinking on, but I'm gonna need you to sober up for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Head on over to Deep Entropy. Head on over to Creepy Film 1984. Hit that like button. Follow. Check out the Twitch. Yeah, I got a Twitch now. We doing some things over there. Get that underway. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and do that as well. Yeah, all year, all the remaining of this year, nothing but bangers, nothing but hot topics, nothing but gritty, raw talk. This is No Cap All World signing out
Peace. Keep that wisdom up, though.
already. Old ass to get in front of the camera.